Welcome to LongBox Comic Reviews. And this week we're celebrating Disney's Oz the Great and Powerful with the reviews of the Marvel Oz books. All 5 of them. Randomness. Talk!
I'm talking.
Hey, yo. Word.
Okay. Mateo, since you read this one, you're going to be talking about
The first one. This is the
first one,
Oz
The
book.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Well, first we should give a background on these comics.
Sure.
Maybe we should.
They came out in 2008 or something.
Well, it's not just that it came out in 2008. Now, the deal with these is that they're actually based on the original text that the original books, the original Oz books by L. Frank Baum, L. Frank Baum, and he's
the bomb.
And what it does is it takes the dialogue and the descriptions unchanged from the book and adds the comic book art. So, I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, at least it's not trying to modernize it and shit like Twilight.
Yeah, it kept to the original style of the original.
And I like the fact that it doesn't follow the 1939 film.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with that film?
I mean, it's a good movie, but
It's a classic.
The original books are better.
yeah, and of course, like the best thing about it is the dialogue really is unchanged. So like that odd Southern speak from the good oldie days, like it's untouched, and
Yes.
that authentic feel is really
And
what
every
makes
character
it.
has a different speech pattern. Sometimes they'll be more fancy, sometimes they'll be more dumb. It's really good.
Especially the artwork of this is really
It's amazing.
well done.
It's amazing. You won't expect Marvel to do something like this.
Oh yeah, just
Think Rayman Origins. I'm not
True.
joking. That is the best example.
yeah.
True.
Anyways, Mateo, you read the first.
I read the first.
That's Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
First.
There's the witch. She's a creepy bastard.
Yes, she is. I loved it.
Especially her minions that get easily killed by the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. Especially the part where the Scarecrow takes 40 crows and breaks all of their necks, one by one.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
You wouldn't expect that from a
Scary.
kid's comic.
Okay, now this is Mateo's time. Let him.
okay. Well, really, I think it's already all been said. I mean, it's really great. The artwork is great. It kept to the original themes and styles. The characters are well thought out, whatnot. I especially like how they added these monsters in there. I forget what they're called, but they have like the body of a bear and like the head of a tiger. And just as like they're trying to pass some bridge or something, they
like
get
the
caught
mice.
up on.
I haven't read that, so I don't know.
It's near the end of the book.
Well, not really.
Well, there's the wolves getting.
Yeah.
There's the wolves that gets their head cut off, and the crows like get them, my crows, and then the Scarecrow just literally kills them one by one.
That's pretty badass, actually.
You can see his neck stretching. Holy shit!
I think my only complaint about it though is I wish there could have been more time for Dorothy and like her aunt, because it seems like way too quick. Like,
Well,
she
in
just
the
kinda
original
goes
book,
into-
there was barely anything on our aunt.
yeah, but I liked it. I liked in the 1939 film, like where they just kind of like at the beginning they gave like a really good intro.
Yeah, it really set the tone
Set
for
the
all
tone.
the characters.
Yeah. This one didn't really do that as
They're
as much.
called
Yeah, they're
Kalidas. Kalidas.
Kalidas.
Show it
that's
to the.
Show, yeah.
That's a Kalida.
Yeah.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Oh yeah, they'll fuck you up.
Just make sure to walk over a wooden bridge and cut it, and they'll be fucking dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Don't do that, you're screwed.
Yeah, I like the fact that Dorothy's a little girl. She's not like that.
Yeah, she's like
19-year-old girl like in the
Yeah, I
1930s
agree.
movie.
I agree. I like that aspect better.
And one last thing about the book is every time a character goes to talk to Oz, he's always in a different form.
Yeah,
For Dorothy, he's a giant head.
and that's supposed to like represent like the others, like what they want. So like a head is kind of represents like
Familiar.
who the hell wants the brains.
No, that was for Dorothy because she was truly scared of him, so she saw him his big head. And the Scarecrow wanting a brain star as a woman.
Yeah, and
Now-
he's like each of them is supposed to like represent like this monster here. He's supposed to represent like the
Show it to them.
courage, right?
He's
That's what I got.
he's supposed to represent somebody that has no heart. Like the Tin Man wants a heart.
Yeah, the representation of
And
what they want.
for the lion, it's a big puff of light because
know what
it
that is.
shows
Okay, now let people-
it shows them being afraid, like it's something that you would get scared of.
Now it's definitely cool and definitely unique, and it looks great. But of course, we should probably move on here.
Yes.
Now, Mateo, you've read all of them, but since he did the first one, I'm doing the third one. So we're gonna let you cover the second one.
Yes. Cover the second one, please.
Unfortunately, it's supposed to be Mary to cover the second one, but she might show up later. Who knows?
She didn't make it for now. Anyways,
Okay.
so the Marvelous Land of Oz. That's it. Right?
Yes,
The Marvelous
and
Land of Oz.
It's Marvelous Land of Oz, and because the author wanted to try something new, Dorothy's not in the second book. It's a boy that lives in Oz that's named Tip, and basically he lives in the care of a witch called Mumby, and basically the boy runs away from her because, let's face it, she's a bitch, and she tried to turn him into a stone statue just for the fuck of it. She's like, I'm just gonna be a bitch and turn this thing alive just to trick him. Because he tried to trick me with the pumpkin head thing. So we all run away, and we have this magic powder that turns anything that's inanimate into something that's alive. Like, this thing here is a wooden sawhorse. Basically, it's a little platform that they use to cut wood on, and it looks like a horse. It's a thing from the 1900s.
Now, what did you think of this exactly? Like you said, sort of what it's about. You gave us an idea. What do you think on this take?
It's really good. It shows the perspective from somebody who lives in Oz, and it shows them in a different area. Like every area in Oz is separated by color. There would be a purple area, there would be a yellow area, there would be a red area, and I think the last one's the green area.
Yeah, whereas like the stories we're familiar with, they're typically someone goes to Oz and experiences this amazement and wonder of Oz like brand new. But of course, in this one, it's a character you said who's always been in Oz, native
Yes.
to Oz, right? So
Yeah.
it's sort of like everything's already familiar.
And one last thing from the other book is every time you're in the Emerald City, everything's green.
Yeah.
Well, it's emerald.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Or-
It's
I
gonna be
ju- I
green.
But they make you wear these like glasses.
Yeah, the
that
goggles
make it-
because it's
the
too shiny.
goggles, Yeah.
And that's cool. I like that.
And this girl here is our villain of the second book, along with the witch, General Ginger. She's basically
She has no
she's basically somebody that's fighting for women's rights, but she's doing it in a really big dictator way, and she basically takes over the Emerald Kingdom from the Scarecrow, who is forced to run away because he's polite and he knows that he's beaten, so he's like, okay, you can take my kingdom, and I'll just run along.
Bitch.
Yes, and the witch is there to make a deal with the girl because she really wants to turn that boy into a stone statue for some reason. I'll tell you why later. It's the big plot twist.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you don't want to reveal the big plot twist, do you?
It's kind of necessary for the other books.
I don't think so. I know what it is, but like I didn't know it going into the third book, but it didn't hamper my enthusiasm for it. But I don't think, like, if people want to check this out, I don't think you should spoil it for them. Like, if you want it spoiled, like, go to, I don't know, Wikipedia or whatever.
There's
yeah?
no explanation on Wikipedia for this, but other for the original
Well, you know what? I
books.
think you should say it. Just
You know what? Can I say?
Yep.
You should just put a spoiler warning.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
if you don't want to see the
so they
spoiler,
write
just
down-
skip ahead the video.
Yes. This will probably take at least 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just keep up on the video.
Oh yeah,
like, the word
spoiler alert. Like,
Yes.
keep that on the screen.
there we
I'll
go.
do it right now. Spoiler alert down there. It's basically, it has to do with Tip because it's really important for the later books. So basically, Tip actually is Ozma. She was basically the princess that was given to Mumby, and she turned him into a boy and altered her memories into a boy.
Wow.
So
Pretty
yeah,
crazy.
she's a
Damn.
bitch. And Glinda's really hot in this thing. Even when she's fucking pissed.
Like show Glinda to our audience, will you?
I'll try to find a good one. Come on, Glinda.
No, like go back. Oh, there we go. Like that ain't bad.
That's Glinda. She's hotter than in the Disney movie. In my personal opinion.
Okay, now moving on.
Because she fits more as a redhead than a blonde, in my opinion.
Like Michelle Williams was okay. She had sort of an old school type style to her role in it, which is good. Like I'm not a big Michelle Williams fan, but that ain't bad. Like for the role, I mean.
Oh,
Hello.
Is that her?
No.
Damn.
That's getting cut out.
No way.
No way. Whatever.
Okay, who the heck was that?
It was a person. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to see the character.
So since you covered the third one, you talk about it.
Ozma of Oz. Ozma referring to the princess. I just read it and I barely have anything to say. So in this one, we move back to Dorothy's adventures, and after sort of a storm at sea, she's whisked away to Oz with a chicken who now talks as her companion. And he is the coolest guy. He's a complete badass. but he can only work for 1,000 years.
Well, 24 hours, I think.
Well, yeah, but like his guarantee, his
his
lifetime, his warranty is only 1,000 years.
But that's pretty big for a robot.
Yeah.
Usually it's like 2-3 years for a modern day appliance.
True. It's just an interesting little thing, right?
Yes.
So this one we encounter some pretty crazy. Here's Dorothy and the chicken.
The chicken's a badass for
chicken's-
a girl chicken.
Oh, the chicken's great.
It's like
Zelina.
it's like later on she goes and beats the shit out of the other chickens.
Oh, yeah,
just
she gets
because
locked
she's a
in the chicken
badass.
coop and like. Oh yeah, no.
It's a Chuck Norris chicken.
And I'm trying to find
The Wheelers.
Oh my gosh, there's these creepy, weird bad guys
Motherfuckers.
called the Wheelers, and they're tall, really tall guys with they don't have hands or feet. They just have 4 giant legs with the wheels on the bottoms, and they have top hats
And green faces.
They're these guys, man. They're pretty crazy.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Now, but of course, all they have is wheels. And then there's this guy, TikTok, who's this badass robot. And the company's on their journey, and they're looking for.
And he beats the ass out of the Wheelers with lunch pails.
Oh yeah, with lunch pails. And it's so cool. There's like these trees that grow supper buckets with dinner and
lunch.
boxes with lunch, and there's Princess Ozma who changes her face.
That's not the Princess Ozma.
Wait, what?
That's another princess. Ozma is a brown haired. She's like a little girl.
What?
Yeah, that's.
I misread this whole thing.
That's the princess. That's.
What? Who's the chick that wears the different faces? I thought that was supposed to be.
That's her. That's the chick with the different faces.
Yeah.
Her name is something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I screwed up big time.
Damn it, John.
Because they're all like, I'm here to see Ozma. And they're like, okay, I'll take you. And then,
Princess Prince. So it's the Princess Langerwider.
Langerwider?
Yeah.
Wow, I missed that.
She's called Mumby in the Disney movie called Return to Oz.
Fuck
And-
life, guys. Wow, it was like 2 a.m. when I was able to read this.
So yeah.
Whatever, there's this chick, creepy ass, changes faces.
And personalities with heads.
And personalities with heads. And that's kind of cool.
And she wants Dorothy's head.
I completely, whatever. I guess it's just the names I got wrong, but...
There's the lunch boxes again.
Yes, the badass lunchboxes. Anyways, despite my complete...
That's Princess Ozma.
Yeah, okay, I figured, I guess. Princess Ozma coming around with all the classic characters, like...
And if you added a tiger in.
And the tiger. Oh, yeah, that weird
The tiger
guy.
with the unsustainable hunger.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, like every time he eats, he just gets hungry again. That was kind
Yeah,
of cool.
he has a certain craving for babies, fat babies,
Oh, big fat babies, like nothing.
and his big
nothing
fucking
quite
creepy
like
smile. It's like ah.
Man, I still feel like a dumbass. You know what? I'm apologizing. Like that is the biggest fucking mistake.
Oh, it's
Anyways,
okay.
John.
like it's
Oh, chicken fight.
oh,
like,
and of course
I feel
the chicken
bad for
fight,
this
the badass
sucker.
chicken fight.
Cockfight.
It's like I feel bad for this crazy sucker. She lost all her feathers.
Probably my first exposure to the literary works, the literary Oz stuff.
Same here.
So
I never read the original books.
that was pretty cool. Like I'd always heard the books,
But these are basically the original books, but with pictures.
but with pictures and like incredible pictures. Like
And I
this
love
art.
this part where they have to click different things, and if they fail 11 times, they get turned into a different object.
And yeah,
Almost everybody loses.
this
like-
was cool.
It's like everybody loses, but take a wild guess who frickin' won.
Who?
It was the chicken. The chicken has a precise thing to know about the personalities of the others, so she knew who was who. And basically, it's thanks to the chicken that the day was saved. Thank you, chicken.
Oh yeah, no, the chicken was there every step of the way, man. The chicken really.
It's like every book has new sidekicks. It's kind of a mandatory thing. It's like Dorothy always meets different people or different animals. It's like in the fourth book, she meets a donkey that can talk with a smart-ass attitude, and she has a cat that can talk when she enters Oz, and her country cousin that she goes visit.
Okay, guys. So I think we should probably wrap up about now because we've covered the 3 main books that we're covering,
Yep.
and I should probably reread the 3rd one after reading the first 2.
Yes, we should move on to book 4.
Book 4. Well, we didn't really cover book 4 or book 5. You're really the only one who's did it.
Yeah,
who's done
I'm
it.
the only one.
Okay, well, give us a bit of a speed wrap of book 4 because like we're running out of time here, man.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Okay, basically, book 4 is... Oh yeah, one thing. Every book, Dorothy travels to Oz in a different way. The first time was in a tornado. The second time was by sea with the chicken. The 4th time, it's with a train, and then they go in a horse carriage, and for some reason, there's an earthquake that takes them... Basically, Oz is below Earth for some reason in the 4th book, and it's really weird. And they're trying to find a wizard for some reason. I don't really remember. I haven't read book 4 lately.
Okay, well, that considered, you know, I think this has been a successful run. Like we all, aside from obvious fuck ups, one obvious fuck up. You know, I think we all enjoyed the Oz books, the Oz Wizard of Oz, Land of Oz, whatever series of graphic novels. And would you recommend it?
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would.
I absolutely would. Like, I have to go back to it, obviously, but like I would totally.
Yeah,
And for the
definitely.
art alone, absolutely.
Yeah, the art is spectacular, really. It's the best part, I think.
Yeah, of course. Like, if you love the movie, the original movie, like it's always good to like go back and see
How it
more
all
of
began.
it.
Yeah.
More of it. You know, it's always more something you love. These kinds of things, and also Oz the Great and Powerful, out right now. Terrific film.
Oh yeah.
Can't recommend it
One
enough.
warning about the movie. You will never see Rafiki the same way ever again.
Okay, so that about wraps it up, guys. So, thank you for tuning in to LongBox Comic Reviews.
I have no idea what we're doing next week.
No clue.
Peace out.